And we're live, back on Sweden after a few weeks. No viewers, but this stream will be ready to watch the full video later. So quickly recap, I did a Sweden game where I united the Nordics and then went up against the Axis. I actually beat the Axis, puppeted Italy and got a collaboration government in Swedish Germany. I also still have those Baltic puppets. I need them eventually. And all of this is just Soviet territory. The Allies are untouched here, but I did manage to grab the Dutch Netherlands. Hey, thanks, Junior. Now, the plan for today is to take on the Soviet Union. And that's easier said than done, but there is an upside here. There is a focus that will allow me to, where is it? Right. Prevent red dictatorship, blah 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 blah. Crusade against Bolshevism, which gives me an attack bonus against this country. 10% attack bonus, 10% breakthrough against the Soviet Union for 365 days. And it gets renewed every time I capture one of those key victory points. Serious Kiemen, one from Sweden. I assume then. Anyway, to actually attack the Soviets, I need a lot more manpower than I currently have. It was stretching the limits as it was with 3 armies against the Germans, which I could do because I was really focused on their main heartland. I will train an army to guard the Finnish border, but then I will come through here once I annex some puppets. So better get to work on that. Already started up a build queue in Italy. My first manpower will come from that, although it's only 121,000. It'll have to do. Next up will be Germany, so we have this tiny border here, which we will expand using tanks and air force and whatnot, and then we'll take on these Baltic puppets. Hopefully in time. There's shenanigans waiting to happen with Lithuania joining the Allies, I think, but we'll see about that. No, the actual goal of this series of videos is to show off a late game versus the Allies, because pretty much every YouTuber just stops before they plunge into the deep. I need to fight the Soviets first before I can actually do that, but well, we'll see how far we can get. I have way too many factories or not enough resources, just the way you look at it. I do have a lot of production of just about everything, and then I'm lacking resources. Well, that's fine. I can just steal some from Germany, and later I will... Wait, what's going on wrong here? Alright. Let's, these are German divisions. It's fine. I'm going to train 72 divisions, which I will place on this border here. And I'll need some supply hubs, I think. Yep. I'm not building them yet. In case anyone is wondering, the soundtrack today is from StarCraft, the original. I don't think I'll get any copyright issues with that. It's just so old, and it's a cool soundtrack. I should be alright. I also think I'm just going to hoard political power for a bit. There's not much to do here except expand the navy, and political power is more valuable right now. I need to annex puppets, and I need to do so quickly. Do the Sejozvak puppet manpower exploits. I do wonder which one that is. Navy and Coast Guard. Yeah, against the Soviets, I'm not sure if that's really necessary. I think I can just, we'll see. Oh, come on. Swedish Italy. It's fine. Italian infantry. Annex them, just train puppet divisions and switch back and forth from your dual puppet divisions. Never actually seen that work. In the past, and I do admit I've never actually tried it a lot after that. Once you switch around with puppet divisions and your own divisions, they get deleted a lot. Might try it later. Helicopters, gas, I'm not one for the meta, I'm not good enough for that. There is a problem with Italian manpower, it's just not enough of this. Probably gonna have to switch all of these guys around. Turn them all into Germans. Also get Soviet spying going. Well, good thing to remind me about CAS, because I do have planes, and lots of them, and I do need CAS. Anti-tank cannon, engines, light defense, extra fuel tanks, self-sealing fuel tanks. Roast me, but this will have to do. My mass of factories is also being used on interwar armored cars for occupation divisions. Ah, interesting. I do like to minimize my casualties, so we're good on that. Oh yeah, I'm still at war with Japan. I'm just completely ignoring that. The thing is, I want the Allies to deal with Japan, even though the Soviets are also dealing with it. So I can just so they'll be occupied. I need to work with the Soviets myself. German templates. Music's too loud, I'm just turning it off. German infantry, just give them a typically German icon so I can keep them apart a bit. This will do. And just convert all of these guys to German infantry. And hopefully they'll, at some point in my life, get exercised. Now, these guys I had turned into motorized. I have 1,000,000 manpower, just gonna turn them back. Somehow I did get some manpower, but now I'm just stealing the Germans. Yeah, that'll be fine. How's my annexation of Italy going? Quite quickly, so that's good. Military police. Yeah, let's go in on those armored cars. Also have more than enough convoys to annex those puppets here. Karamaldonsen, wouldn't that be the communist one? Doesn't really matter. I already have that achievement and we'll get Japan maybe eventually. First, annex Italy so they can absorb this manpower. Let's reorganize this. And we'll hit 2 birds in 1 stone and just grab synthetics. Yeah, King Gustav, he can go into the army now. Got a few low-level generals here. How are we looking? Radar. Jet engine. I have military access to Poland, so I'll be able to use that later. I'll park one of these German armies here. I'll annex Germany and then start for the war goal against the Soviets, so I can start fighting here. And if I annex the Germans, I will also border the Soviets here, because this is a little place called Soviet Czechoslovakia. Austria is mine, but Balkan Socialist Union is not. This is allies, and this is no faction, so it should be all right. I will place my other German divisions, therefore, on the Czechoslovak border. And hope to crush them really quickly. Am I producing regular tanks? Not going to do that. Build mills on puppets. I'm building those synthetics so Germany gets synthetic production, oil and rubber. I will then annex Germany it will be in my 100% compliance territory, and that should be just fine. I don't need more mills. I already have more mills than I know what to do with. 1944. Screw it, we'll just research it. Trade queue, hadn't done that yet. Close air support, fighters, flame tanks, anti-air. Don't need that much of it. Artillery, infantry equipment. I should probably build more support equipment. Trucks, definitely don't need that much. I'm not building regular tanks. Oh, I should get on that. It's only for versus the AI, so this is usually good enough. And now I do have to get some German steel. Hello, blocky Britain. These Italian divisions are looking all right. Using these, do need more anti-air. Yeah, that'll do. Didn't I rename those? What template is this? 1942A. Well, I can already annex Swedish Germany. I just need the political power, and I need these troops trained. That's an important piece of real estate. Let's train some more planes. Let's organize a few of these in air groups. Who organized this navy? What's this? What's happening with my submarines? It's probably something with all of this junk. Not organizing correctly. I do hope I at some point will play EU5. I immensely enjoyed EU4, even though I never really understood it. Mining the seas. You know how much clicking that is? Why am I in supply troubles in Germany? My own puppet. Really strange. Don't like that. Oh well. I was also building these motorized rocket artillery. Let's get them built. Not using any of those. That's just armored cars. Collaboration government. Turn these into these port guards we've been requesting. It's currently all armored cars. I do have resistance, local police force, armored car. Should be all right. I can annex the Germans now. Let's get to fighting the Soviets. Where is it? Crusade against Bolshevism. We automatically declare war. Maybe that's not a good idea. We'll be on time. Yeah, I know. The armored car template is far from perfect, but I don't have hundreds of experience, so this will have to do for now. What is this? Let's guard some ports. I doubt I'll need it, but it would be really silly to go down on a naval invasion. When it's not really necessary. Let's organize these into convoy raiders. around the Russians and myself. These guys are at Vladivostok for some reason. Or maybe I did at one point think I could take on the Germans. No, no, no. Yeah, I could do that, but I don't really have the experience, and I still need to fill up my regular land doctrine template. Oh, wait, I don't. Cool, I'll do that. Fine. These guys are fine, these guys are fine. Let's have a look at the motorized templates. Can I already afford tanks in here? Yep. And we'll also do the motorized rocket artillery. Yeah, it's fine. Almost here. I don't think I'll ever have to fight Japan over this, so they seem to be dead. Turkey joins allies. All right. Almost going to declare war, so everyone who's still exercising, please stop. Kingdom of Sweden declared war on the Soviet Union. Let's see how that goes. Reclaiming the Rus will just give me a bunch of claims. I don't really need those. I do need the political power. I want to annex these Baltic states so I can easily access the Soviet Union with these troops here. So I'll try to get rid of Soviet Czechoslovakia as soon as possible. Declare war on them. Let's get some air supremacy going. And here's another one. That's these guys, and the motorized can go straight in there. Navy is navying. And it should be alright. These Czechs got nothing because they're just a few years from being brought into existence. Already the Czechia part is encircled. I just haven't gotten around to building CAS yet. And I'm all about speed, so I'm not going to wait until I have gas. It's not entirely true, though, by the way. I do have some class. Here I can build 5 of these. Soviet Czechoslovakia is gone. Soviet Romania, Hungary, sorry, is still around. So let's get rid of them. And then there's Romania. And these guys can just chill, you know. Hold the line, same as my Finland troops. And these port guards are actually just exercising. You want a general? Sure, you can have a general. Yeah, that's a good idea, except these are just really shitty troops that I have here to hold the line. I think I can still take this port down. And then the Soviets will starve more. How are you guys doing? Oh, fine, I guess. That's Hungary, or Balkan Socialist Union, whichever way you put it. They're gone. Romania is in the war now, so we can also attack them. And we're getting a border over here. So I'll just keep these guys on this border. Eventually expand with Lithuania. And try to get all the way over here. Greece is not in a faction. This is a socialist republic. So much to do. Where are all my troops? Advanced planes, sure, I'll use them. This one's done. Let's replace all the planes. All right, close air support first. Yeah, I completely agree, and also I suck at EU4, probably because it's just so much harder to actually understand it all. I did see a little problem here in Finland. They're breaking through here and I don't have the reserves to hold them. I'll just hope that one solves itself. I mean, I could send tanks over here, I guess. Let's do that. And we'll do this, but with infantry only. Well, part of it is, of course, that HOI4 is really short term. It's only a space of a few years. So if you conquer a lot of stuff, you barely have to work with anything like resistance. I mean, the resistance modifier you can just pacify, whereas in EU4 you're building civilization, so you really have to core stuff in order to expand, and that's just slower. Didn't put the design bureau on the planes? I did. Reorganize this, please. Yeah, this could be a problem. But if I bring in my tanks and cut it off here, we should be fine. Where are these guys anyway? Oh, they're still in Germany. Oops. Oh, wait, here they are. At least a few of them. Ah, right. Okay. This is actually a first for me. Never noticed a difference between this. Oh well, that might explain why my Air Force always sucks. You guys just get out of there. Beautiful to have military access into Poland. Come on, get out of there. This is a lot of Soviets I got here. Eventually I'll just turn this into a trap, of course, and kill them all, but it's difficult. Why not use mills? Please be more specific. What am I missing out on here? Because if I put these mills into use, I'll just need more resources and that'll be inefficient. At some point, you're just producing too much. They brought out a lot of divisions here. Getting naval invasions here? Am I not convoy raiding you enough? Oh, I thought I set these to split off. Well, an encirclement at Bialystok. That's certainly something. I'm certainly lacking stuff here. What exactly? Anti-air and support equipment. Let's get that going. Barely producing any. Well, what? The Soviets have military access to... Oh, that's so annoying. You guys get on this border. And we'll start sending some lend-lease to Lithuania. I will certainly not play Equestria at war. Sorry. Not getting in that rabbit hole. Well, I gotta say, I really underestimated what the Soviets would be able to make of this front. I thought light troops would be good enough. They obviously are not. I'm getting hammered here. Should probably just move some air force here. The rest seems to be holding nicely. Oh, Swedish Lithuania, it's gone, and we have more frontline here now. We'll do the same with Estonia, of course. Losing that much manpower? 300,000, that's a lot. Well, I may have underestimated them. Also, fighting under-equipped never really helps. I really need a lot more support equipment. I am on service by requirement. I'm just bleeding out too much infantry here. I mean, the Soviets are supposed to be bleeding out, not me. This front line's looking alright. Soviets are beaten up. I still have that attack bonus. 31 December 1944. But if I capture Minsk, everything will be fine. Yep, August 45. Everybody talking about Minsk. Well, everybody should be talking about Pinsk. Oh yeah, I do have close air support. Let's put him over here. This front line seems to be under control for now. Famous last words, I know. How do I donate? Excellent question. I wouldn't know. I'm just a hobbyist player. I've turned off all kinds of donations or subscriptions because the moment people start paying me to do this, I would feel obliged to actually do something. And now I'm just playing for fun. So if you want to support a YouTuber, for me, go out to Hatless Spider. I know he's really trying to make his YouTube channel work. He's got a family support. I live alone. So he's an excellent guy to support. Also, I don't have my own Discord. I just leech onto Hatless One. So if I can just refer someone to him at once in a while, that would be nice. Who is all in the war currently? I mean, who isn't? I might actually clean this up. That would be glorious. Well, I can do decent encirclements. It's just not a very good streamer. I've very big difficulty in hard battles where I have to multitask. But I mean, this isn't a nice encirclement, right? Right? Well, I cleaned up Finland, so there's that. Let's kind of know you don't have to put all tanks on one position. The logic behind it is that I want to push at a specific point and then leave tanks behind to guard my rear. So I want to have more tanks that I'm actually using in the combat with. If I have to force a breakthrough on a heavily defended tile, I do know that I have to make a circle of tanks to force a focus attack, but against the AI it's not always necessary. Here against Leningrad it will be, so I'll try to get around them. Like this. Roma Invictus. I do have air, but not right there. It's mostly over here. I think I have to give up on this Estonia idea. I want to connect with the rest here. Also, these troops are exercised. You have a general left. Axel. Oh, that seems appropriate. Well, that's Leningrad. Let's get these tanks out of here. They're not really being used in this direction, all to my benefit. These guys can hold. We'll connect up later. I have to finish this line first. Logistics wizards. Bunch of infantry experts. Momentum seems to be gone a bit. Quite a few planes. Still holding here. Not happy about this number. Way too many casualties. Let's see if I can connect with the Central European Army from Lvov here. Do actually have supply. I mean, everything Vertek said to me is actually technically correct. It's just I'm not fighting here to create the best attack value with my tanks. I'm just pushing through very weak front lines, and then I have enough tanks to make the rest of the push. Just trying to connect here with the rest here. And about 4 of these, two fill up the combat with easy, of course. Well, there's the connection. So let's clean up these troops. Too bad Vertek wasn't around to see it, because despite him being correct on the advice, I am actually a pretty good HOI4 player, as I clearly demonstrate here. It's just that I've underestimated these Soviets and I thought I'd make easy work of them. Well, I'm not, but now I'm still going in for the slow kill. Ooh, yep. We've made the connection. Now I'll just use these tanks to get to Kiev and then to the Odessa, cutting off all of this stuff and then killing it. Kiev in 3 days. Let's go. That leads to Latvia. A quick aside for why I'm annexing these Baltic puppets is, where is it? Hey, I'm not supposed to be able to do that. Must be because I reloaded the game. Anyway, I was looking for the Eternal Nordic Empire, but that seems to be gone. Oof. Well, I can do Nordic Unity, I guess. I thought I already did Kalmar Union. Ah, here it is. Eternal Nordic Empire. Ghana, do this one first. Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Luga, Leningrad. I will get that. Swedish Empire. Kiev in 3 days, achieved. Let's build a railroad here. Right, so now I have this piece of Soviet Union cut off along with their puppets. And let's not underestimate how much troops I need to actually kill this. And draw some neat front lines. Glorious. Wasn't there a supply up over here? Yes. Let's get it. Kiev still needs connecting. And the other ones should be alright. Come on, get moving. Swedish Netherlands, sure. Got Odessa. I like the sound of what named? Odessa? Let's move in on Romania. And we can annex Latvia, lengthening our front line here, but that's all right. We can delete a few troops. And we'll continue with Estonia. Let's get my air force back up here. And 48 divisions ready to deploy. I'll exercise them first. Swedish Netherlands. Yeah. Northern Norway. I have no reserve troops to deal with this. Let's just hope it's not that bad. I actually do have reserve troops, but it looks like they're not landing. Do remind me to check back in a few minutes. Oh yeah, Soviet Japan. Well, that's Romania taken care of. And just loads of troops here that I need to kill. And then there's Bulgaria. The Allies and the Soviets managed to take out Japan relatively early. I mean, good on them, I guess, but not so good for me. I could have used the Japanese as a big distraction. Right, almost done here. And that one's cleaned up. Albania's common turn. This is no faction, no faction, no faction. Allies. Greece, so I got some conquering to do here. These guys are now without a job, so they can guard the Estonian border for when I annex that puppet. Let's finish Bulgaria and these little shits. It's Bulgaria. Right. Soviet Menace almost taken care of. They have, well, not a lot of divisions left. So let's finish this quickly. Mechanized, I can use that. Cool, I actually got Sevastopol. And because my troops have the tendency to retreat automatically, I almost lost it. I mean, these guys are so good they can just exercise and kill Soviets. I mean, why not? Let's get into Rostov. Alright, my 10 viewers, I have noticed that I'm still a bit peeved about Vrtek CZ lecturing me on encirclements. I mean, he was correct, I know, but I'm just stubborn like that. So what I'm going to do is do the mother of all encirclements right here with these 8 tanks. I'm going to punch up here from Kharkiv to Orel, and then from Vitebsk here to Smolensk, link up with these two and make an encirclement the size of a small country. Or yeah, well, you know, a medium-sized country. That sounds cool, doesn't it? Do I have air up here? Yes, I do. Green air. Let's do this. My tank template is utter rubbish, by the way, but it's at least better than what the Soviets have. Also, I've decrypted the Soviets. Do it! Yes, I intend to. Of course, there's pretty much nobody here, so all you need to watch out for is surprise encirclements back. I've had it a lot of times happening to me that just when you think the Soviets are out and completely defeated, they suddenly aren't. So we'll be careful, and they'll be dead. I have a reserve army. Let's pull it in here. I need to get to Orel and then Bryansk, but I need those supply hubs to catch up first. Yeah, Atlas, I know. He's technically correct. Although I do disagree with him on having to encircle and then tank attack first. I mean, there's really just no need for it. Multiplayer, sure, but in single player, speed is of the essence and you need your tanks grouped up for that. Swedish Estonia. Still can't do this one. I need Luga, Leningrad, Finland. I will get them later. Should technically also go for some more focuses, because I don't need that much political power now. Yeah, it's a good motto. If you're enjoying your playthrough, then it's correct. It's almost like that one, if it looks stupid but it works, then it's not stupid. Which is one of the best sayings out there. Not really enjoying my lack of supply here. But let's get to Vitebsk then. Might be it's just bugged and it needs this railroad. Come on. I was selecting these guys. Well, that's Vitebsk. Oh, finally! I got the supply. That's Orel, and we'll push from Smolensk into Bryansk, link them up. And I can tell you now, that's an encirclement I will enjoy. Yes. What is this? The size of Belarus, maybe? Let's finish it. Well, time to start researching Navy. Better late than never. Hey, Vapes! Vapes is always asking me to do Latvia, and I do enjoy playing Latvia, so I can tell you now on stream live that it's on the list to be, I think, next after Sweden. I'll play Latvia. Can you get the Pirate King this late in the game? I thought you had to do that pretty much from the start. Well, that's my Belarus-sized encirclement done. Let's see. They're almost out. How much? November. About a month. We'll just push for the victory points and call it a day, I guess. Whites over here. communist support is going to be a problem. Moscow is mine. Let's not forget to close up some encirclements here. Stalingrad is also mine. With that third collaboration government, I should be nearly there. Let's set ourselves up for the upcoming war against the Allies. I do need some preparation time for that, but I'll do so by attacking Switzerland, because why not? Kind of missed who that was. The peaceful unification of? No idea. Someone reunified. France, maybe. That's the third collaboration government. We can cancel this one. How far are we? 91%. Alright, that's quite a few victory points left. I also managed to kill all of my war support. That's not good. I'll just gather some PP again. Am I here? Am I done? Oh, finally. 100% war participation, so it's all mine. I'm just going to take everything. I can release puppets later. And I do have 90% compliance on the Soviets. Soviet Japan, how much did he get, man? No, I can't release Japan as a puppet, so I'll just puppet Soviet Japan, grab some navies. Ah, yes. And now, if I'm not mistaken, I can proclaim the restoration of the Swedish Empire. It doesn't do anything, but it does get me some more cores, I think. Ease of conscription. Going to extensive, I guess. And we'll establish the collaboration government here. There's still the Eternal Nordic Empire, of course, which is basically a world conquest. And guess what? What will we be doing next time? A world conquest with the Swedish. Well, not an actual world conquest. I mean, the justification times are just awful. But I am here to fight the Allies late game. That's the entire setup of this game. To create a humongous army as tiny Sweden and go up against the Allies in the late game. So that means creating a decent air force, decent navy, killing everyone in Europe that's still standing, and cross the Pacific into the Americas. But not today. Today I have blundered enough. Had a little fun too. Actually killed a few convoys. Oh well. I guess we did all right. And I am... a lot of people are guaranteeing Switzerland. Yeah, it's certainly a hard one. At some point, Paradox made formables for all kinds of releasables from the Soviet Union. I think they're even harder, but from the mainstream countries, I think this is the toughest one out there yet. Anyway, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.